Tire changes and brake work are the bread and butter of many service departments. Check out these brake tech tips to make sure your technicians are doing everything they can for the customer and providing opportunities to upsell important service extras. The photos featured here are examples from the Cyclopedia Harley-Davidson Sportster online service manual. When a motorcycle rolls in for a new set of tires, most good techs will check out the brake pads to see if they're also in need of replacement. This is a good start, but another important and often neglected component of the brake system is the fluid. Most bikes and ATVs call for the brake fluid to be replaced and bled every 2 years, or if the system feels soft or spongy. Under most circumstances, the brake fluid will not deteriorate to the point of becoming unusable in only 2 years. However, if the brake fluid is allowed to stay in the system for an extended period of time, it will begin to crystallize. Eventually, the hydraulic components will become locked up and no longer function. This is why the caliper pistons will refuse to move on that bike that's been sitting in storage for a few years. Once the crystallization is set in the brake system, it'll need to be totally overhauled. Anytime a vehicle comes in, check the feel of the hydraulic brakes and ask the customer when the last time the brake fluid was changed. Explain why this is needed and show them the maintenance chart for that specific model. If the customer opts in, it's good for you, the machine, and their safety. If the customer puts it off, let them know it should be done as soon as possible. When changing the brake fluid, remember to use fresh fluid from a sealed container. Also, make sure to double check the type of fluid to be used. Most manufacturers will use the standard DOT4, but some manufacturers such as KTM and Harley-Davidson call for a specific fluid. Often this is imprinted on the top of the master cylinder, or you may need to consult a model-specific service manual like the online manuals found at Cyclopedia.com. Another great thing to check out is the condition of the brake discs or drums. Most manufacturers give a service limit on the thickness as well as the warp. Many times, a warped disc can be detected by a quick spin of a free-floating wheel. Replacing defective brake discs is beneficial to all parties. In addition to paid services, there are also some steps you can take to provide an overall better service to your customer. When the brake pads are being inspected, go ahead and clean the grime off the caliper pistons. If new pads are being installed, thoroughly clean the pistons to avoid pushing debris into the piston seals when the new thicker pads are installed. Telling the customer that you included a small extra service is a great way to show attention to detail and build goodwill. When new brake pads are installed, always clean the pad pins and apply a light coat of silicone brake grease to the sliding surfaces of the pin. This will make sure the pads will move smoothly, and an added benefit is that it'll make the job easier the next time around. Taking the extra steps on common brake work is a great way to earn the trust of customers and keep their machines performing well. Additionally, you can produce extra income for the service and parts department. The machine is already in your shop. Make the most of it for your customer and your business.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to visit Cyclopedia.com to learn more about our online manual.